Ready for some serious trading inspiration. You wanted a deep dive into what makes traders tick. So we're cracking open unknown market wizards this time.
Jack Schwager. He's got a knack for finding these hidden trading legends, doesn't he?
It's not just Wall Street bigwigs, right? This book's about those who've quietly built remarkable track records. And get this, a lot of them totally bombed at the start.
That's the thing about trading. It's not some magic touch. It's about resilience, about learning from those early wipeouts and coming back stronger.
So it's not about avoiding mistakes altogether, it's about how you bounce back. Okay, let's jump into some of these unknown market wizards.
Each one's a masterclass in their own right.
What I love is how diverse their styles are. It proves there's no one-size-fits-all in trading. Take Peter Brandt, for instance. He's a chart whisperer, a master of classical chart analysis. But here's the kicker. He took an 11-year break from trading.
11 years. That's almost unheard of. Most would call it quits after a fraction of that time.
Right. Makes you think about the mental game involved. But get this, he came back even stronger. What's his secret weapon? Strong opinions, weakly held.
Meaning,
Yeah.
you go all in on your analysis, but you're ready to shift gears if the market throws you a curveball.
So conviction, but with flexibility. Now, on the flip side, we've got Jason Shapiro, the ultimate contrarian. I mean, this guy loves going against the grain, even in everyday life. Schwager tells a story about Shapiro's wife just laughing about it sometimes. Apparently, his first instinct is always, what if everyone else has got it wrong?
And that mindset's made him a fortune. He sniffs out those crowded trades and asks, what's everyone missing? If his gut says the crowd's wrong, he's bold enough to bet on it.
Talk about guts. Then there's Emmerich Saul. If Shapiro's a maverick, Saul's a sniper. This guy meticulously researches events, maps out every possible outcome, and then waits, sometimes for weeks, for the perfect moment to strike.
His record-keeping is legendary.
Mm.
Detailed logs for every single trade, categorized and analyzed. He's basically built his own market encyclopedia.
That's dedication. It's like having a trading journal on steroids. So we've got the chart master, the contrarian, and the sniper all successful. What's the takeaway there? It's almost like their personalities led them to the strategies that work best for them.
There's definitely a connection there, and that's what's so fascinating. Schwager doesn't just tell us what these traders do, he delves into the why. And that's where the real gold is. It's like baking a cake, right? You can follow a recipe, the what's of a trading strategy, but the magic is understanding the why behind the ingredients. That's what Schwager nails in this book.
It's about going deeper, and some of those whys are surprising, to say the least. Like using your emotions as a trading tool, that sounds almost counterintuitive.
Right. You'd think emotions are the enemy. But traders like John Netto, who Schwager interviews, say those gut feelings, the fear, the excitement, even the doubt, they can actually give you an edge.
Not by controlling your trades, but almost like an early warning system.
Exactly. It's about recognizing, okay, I'm feeling this way right now. Chances are, the average trader out there is feeling the exact same thing. And that can be a powerful contrarian signal. If everyone's freaking out, maybe it's time to buy. If everyone's euphoric, maybe it's time to take some profits off the table.
So it's almost like tuning into the emotional temperature of the market.
In a way, yeah. Now, another thing this book hammers home is adaptability. Even if you've got a system you swear by, you got to be ready to adapt.
Makes sense. Markets are always changing. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow.
And Schwager's got a great example of this with Marston Parker, a systematic trader who spent decades refining his systems.
So even if you're all about those rules and algorithms, you can't just set it and forget it.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Parker talks about how he's had to completely overhaul his systems multiple times, either because market conditions shifted or his system hit a rough patch. You know what's really interesting? He actually uses trend-following techniques, the same ones he uses to trade stocks, to analyze the performance of his own system.
Whoa, that's next level. Using your trading tools on your trading tools.
Right. If his system goes into a slump, he knows it might be time to switch things up. It's all about adaptation.
Adapting to the market, adapting your own approach. And speaking of finding an edge, what about niche expertise? We see that a lot with unknown market wizards, right?
Oh, absolutely. The book features Michael Keane, a trader who made a killing in biotech stocks. And here's the thing. The guy doesn't have a science background.
Really? You'd think you'd need that to navigate the world of biotech.
You'd think so. But Keane actually saw his lack of insider knowledge as an advantage. He realized that all those doctors and scientists trading biotech, they were often swayed by the hype, the industry jargon.
They were too close to it, maybe.
Exactly. But Keane, He could look at the clinical trial data, the FDA announcements, the market reactions, all the stuff that really moves biotech stocks with a fresh perspective.
So he found clarity by not being an expert.
You got it. He focused on the market itself, not the science. It's a good reminder that you don't need to be a specialist in every field to trade it. You just need to understand how that market moves.
So we've got emotional awareness, adaptability, niche expertise. What else ties these unknown market wizards together?
Well, there's one big one that jumps out from almost every story.
Let me guess. Risk management.
Bingo. These traders, they live and breathe risk management. It's not just some afterthought.
It's easy to brush over that part, like, yeah, risk management, important. But these guys get specific.
Oh, absolutely. They dive into position sizing, how much they're willing to risk on a single trade. They talk about stop loss orders, those automatic exits if a trade goes south. And their diversification strategies, it's not just don't put all your eggs in one basket. They've got layers to it.
So they're not just trying to avoid losses altogether, they're planning for them.
Exactly. And that ties into another thing they all have in common, this hunger to learn and improve. Making mistakes doesn't faze them, it fuels them.
It's tough though, right? You want to be right, especially in trading.
Sure, but the market doesn't care about your ego. These traders, they see losing streaks as feedback. They dissect those losses, figure out what went wrong, and adapt. It's that constant learning that sets them apart.
So risk management, continuous learning, finding your edge. It's like we're getting life lessons here, not just trading tips.
It's all connected. And it takes us back to the heart of unknown market wizards. There's no magic formula. It's about finding what clicks for you.
It's like Brandt with his charts, Shapiro the contrarian, Sal the sniper, all crushing it, but in their own way.
Exactly. That's what makes this book so powerful. You don't have to fit some mold to succeed. Numbers geek. Go for it. Gut feel trader. More power to you. There's room for everyone.
It's like Schwager's giving you permission to forge your own path, even if it's messy, even if it's unconventional.
Embrace the journey, the ups and downs, the aha moments. Find what works for you, and who knows?
You might just become the next unknown market wizard. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the minds of some truly extraordinary traders.
We've covered a ton, from emotional intelligence to niche expertise.
Remember, the key takeaway here is that success in trading, it's not about following someone else's playbook, it's about writing your own.